Hello, welcome. I'm Aaron the Black Dragon, and you're on my channel right now. In both ways actually, with this video and with this video. It's a little bit confusing. Anyway, what I decided to do here today is I'm gonna take a look through all of the videos that I did throughout this year, and I'm gonna try and see what one of the favorites is that I made, either by myself or with someone else. And we're starting right at the beginning with have you made your New Year's resolutions. This is literally as far back as I can go, because after that we're in 2021, which also was a year. But yeah, and the first thing that I see popping out on me is this one this one will stick with me. And yeah, if you can tell that this was a weird one just by the preview screen here, it was a wild one. Oh yeah, I played the last few videos of Loop Hero this year as well. Loop Hero was a lot of fun. Maybe I will jump into it again. The Skyrim roleplay. It was fun. I might pick that up eventually again, but as of right now I don't know where to go with that. I might also just make a new character, which would be fun. And yeah, I started at the end of last year. The Metroid... Yeah, no, that was last year when my brother and I started the Metroid series, where we played through all of the Metroid games in chronological order, which was so much fun. So I'm just gonna take that whole thing as a whole thing and say I love doing that. That was so much fun. Like, yeah, we have Samus Return, but all of them through to what was it? Not Lava Ram. That's still a thing that's gonna come. I can't call it right now. We're gonna get to it, and then I hopefully will recall. But the new Metroid game that came out, and Dread, there we go, thank you. That was so much fun, so that definitely has to be in my top list there. Pokemon Emerald got me more frustrated than I remembered actually, than it would be. Also, the last of Horizon Zero Dawn was also during this year, where we were in the DLC area. Good times, good times. Oh, Stray Souls, that was a good one. Should look into how far this game is by now, because that would be a fun game to actually play. Oh yeah, I played Plants vs Zombies during that time. I really loved that. And Wordle, that was a big thing this year as well. Throughout the end of last year to the beginning of this year. Kinda fell off with that, but Wordle was a fun one. The SCP games. I love jumping in every now and then play a good SCP game. And it's getting kinda difficult to find new ones, because there's a certain amount of SCP games that get played over and over again. Not played, made over and over again. So it gets difficult for me to find anything like interesting and new. But whenever I find one that I'm like, yes, please, which isn't SCP-087, then I'm just super stoked about it, because the SCP games are so cool and creative. There we go. That is a big one. Inscription. That has to be definitely top of my list. With how much I fucking enjoyed the game. How cool and creative it was set up. Inscription was such a fun series, like 100%. As a game for me to play and as a game in general, Inscription is so much fun. So that is definitely up there with one of my favorite games that I played this year. Oh, around Inscription I also started to stream Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That was all throughout this year. Wow. That felt so much longer ago, but apparently it was all this year. Well, then I think it's totally fine when I say with next year, but maybe gonna jump in and do the next branch of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, because damn, I didn't think it was at the beginning of that year, 10 months ago. Wow. Well then, every year we're gonna do a new branch, I guess, which means we will be over in 3 years. Wow. The infamous Croc, Super Metroid, when we were in Super Metroid, and we had Crocomire and Phantom back to back. That was a hard jump for me, because I think I never really played Super Metroid before that. And getting into the control scheme of the game was a little bit harsh, because if you're used to how the new Metroid games play, this one will throw you for a loop a little bit in terms of control. But it's still a fun and solid game. Ah yeah, one of my most quality videos. It's a shame that it only has 15 views. Toilet paper. Yeah. Oh! While we had toilet paper, which is an amazing video and you definitely need to watch it, just as appealing personality, honestly. Why didn't that get more views? It's such a great thing. But we had Everhood. Ah, I loved Everhood. That had so many cool things going for it. And it's a cool game, so definitely check out Everhood. Either on my channel or by yourself, I don't care, but check out Everhood. It deserves love. There it is. A new thread, Metroid Fusion. I was looking forward to Metroid Fusion for such a long time when we are going through all of the Metroid games, because I just love Metroid Fusion. That was probably the Metroid game that I played the most next to Zero Mission. And now probably might go to Dread, but these are so much fun. Not every smile is nice. The Smiling Man, that was a fun and weird one, honestly. And even Markiplier played it a little bit afterwards. I think more recent to this video than my video was. But the Smiling Man it stood out on me, because when Mark played it, I was like, I played that, I remember that, let's see how you do with all of that. And it's such an interesting game. Wish they would expand on the world a little bit and do more in the Smiling Man game series, because I kinda enjoyed that. Oh, and while we're on this side, my work accident, that happened as well, where I got my hands smooshed, and yeah, that was a fun time when I could not really do a lot with my wrist because everything would hurt. Oh yeah, my first and only stream of Terraria. Maybe I should do that again at one point. There it is, Metroid Dread. Ah, such a good game. It was so fun to play that together with my brother, like seriously. Metroid Dread is such a good game. And we are sitting on the edge of our seats with waiting for some news from Metroid Prime 4, because once we know something about Metroid Prime 4, we have plans to actually play through all of the Metroid Prime games as well. And then sometime we will play Metroid Other M. That's also a plan. Don't ask us when. Maybe we're gonna push that in between, if Metroid Prime takes too much time. But don't count on it coming out anytime soon. Just wanna give you a heads up there. But yeah, Metroid Dread is so good. And can't wait to see what the heck Metroid Prime is gonna do. Yeah. Pissed Sam is probably one of the best thumbnails that I could have taken there. So good. Love that. Oh yeah, and the assessment examination. And all of that is going on. That really kicked off, apparently 7 months ago. 7-ish months. So much fun with these things with, what was it? The Mandela catalog, was it that? Such cool things. Oh, there we have it. Devil May Cry. I kinda just skipped over it down there. When I started to play that. Devil May Cry 2. That was such a bad game. Ooh, that hurt me. When I started to play Hexit, and Hexit 2, which is kind of a broken mess because some of the things don't work properly, all of the chests are empty, and next to that, it did not want to load anymore, so that's why I stopped this series. I love Hexit, like the original, the first one, but Hexit 2 doesn't work the best, which is a shame because Hexit is so much fun. And of course, here a huge shout out to Leo Vincible and his character, the Primary Color Man, also got some love this year, which is a fun idea, a fun character. Would love to see more of his characters get made into games because he has some cool ideas with characters and stuff, so... But yeah, really cool stuff with that. Yeah, the moment when I messed up with my thumbnails for Fire Emblem 3 Houses and I don't know what the heck's happened there. That was kind of a weird one. Also, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe moment when we essentially started our podcast. Yeah, that is a fun one. I did not... Was that actually the first one? The ranting about the Mario movie, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Yeah, because I'm not calling it the podcast there, as I do now. So that was probably the beginning of it. I enjoyed that this turned out to be a thing, because it's hilariously dumb. Yeah, Mario in jail, the best thumbnail ever. Anyway, Super Mario Sunshine, a game that is fun and clunky, but definitely fun, has some good ideas, and some enriching moments where you ask yourself constantly, what were they thinking with those choices? So yeah, if you have the collection, Mario Sunshine definitely is a weird one. I just realized I kinda scooted over the Pokemon Shining Pearl remake, the Pearl remake, not the Shining Pearl remake, that actually accompanied us for a long while here, because 6 months ago? Let's see where that starts. Yeah, 6 months ago, so half a year was that with us on the channel. It just recently stopped. Such a wild thing to see that just go on for such a long time and now it's over. But that was fun. Also Ultra Kill. Trust me, I have that on my wishlist. It's gonna come back to the channel. But damn, Ultra Kill is such a fun game. Shining Pearl. All my babies. I'm gonna miss them, honestly. But I'm also stoked about the next Pokemon gen that I'm gonna play. Which will not be a remake or something like this, because the next gen they have not remade yet, so that's fun. And Neon Abyss that also just recently ended. Wow. There's some stuff around here that went with us for such a long while. And like new Pokemon Snap that's still going on. So much amazing stuff going on here. Like all like half a year ago and it's still here. And then yeah, with YouTube and everything, having constantly changing stuff is probably better, but that's why I have short series that last maybe like 2 weeks. And why I can, with 2 videos a day, and for this month actually 3 videos, why I can't just go ahead and make series run for half a year or longer, because other things will change out, there is always something new on the channel. So I appreciate doing something like this, having something run with the channel for such a long time. Because that way when I look back like this, it's like there's so much memory and histories behind all of that. Which is so much fun. Also the Pride Month, that was so much fun. But yeah, it's... Slenderman pranking Markiplier, amazing. That was good content. Talking about Slenderman, by the way. But yeah, there's just so much memory in just going through all of that and recalling exactly what was going on in some of these things. Project Feline, that was a weird one. Like, they had definitely some good groundworks, but it needs a little bit more polish. Wonder how that's looking. That was 5 months ago now. Oh, Rewinder! That was such a cool game! I love that! It's a shame that it only has 2 views, but I don't care. That was such a cool game. Best idea I ever had. Mannequins, yeah. Probably one of the dumbest ideas I ever had. And that is still in the time before I started doing all of the shorts. So there's gonna be a lot. Well, actually, we have the shorts and the live streams and everything separate now, because it's not all in one mesh. So actually we can take a look at the shorts afterwards as well, when I started with those. Klonoa, that is such a recent thing actually. It's funny to me, I only now realized that Klonoa and Shantae were still on the same page. Like, I still played Shantae when Klonoa came out. And then Gunstar Heroes as well. Well, actually, that is just the demo that we played then. Oh, wow. Now it's getting really confusing because Klonoa is a recent thing. Oh, I skipped over it a few times there. But Celeste! It's such a good game. It's a shame that it just kinda broke on me though. I still have not figured out what the problem is. It still keeps crashing on me. But I wanna actually go ahead and try and finish this game off. But I still have the problem that it runs for a certain amount and then it just closes itself, and I cannot figure out what the heck the problem is. But Celeste, all the love to Celeste. Such a fun, difficult and raging but rewarding game. Also, proof that I'm a real gamer right here. Oh, Portal. I played Portal as well this year. I saw that thumbnail here, but it did not click with me. I'm an idiot. Anyway, Portal is fun. It's a classic though. Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania 2. That was a flash from the past for, I think, both me and my brother. Because that is such a deep-seated game for us in our childhood. So much fun. Oh, and the liminal space things. That also started to kick off this year a lot. Monster Hunter. I definitely want to go ahead and make like an interchange between Splatoon and Monster Hunter, because I love Monster Hunter to bits, and it's such a shame that essentially before Splatoon came out, I only had like, what was it, 4 weeks? So 4 episodes of Monster Hunter before I switched over to Splatoon, because I just really wanted to play that as soon as it got out on the channel. And now I feel like it would be perfect if I just said, okay, let's do both of them. 1 week Splatoon, 1 week Monster Hunter, and exchange it like that. But for the moment I don't have the plan to do that. But okay, you know what? I could just do it. Maybe I will, because Monster Hunter is so much fun. Angerfoot, nothing but hard bass. I hear it already. That's a game that you can hear. That's an image that you can hear. And if you can't hear it, go in there and just listen to the first few opening minutes of the game, and you will be able to hear this, because damn, I had so much fun with this game. Oh, the shape-shifting detective. I cracked the case, or did I? Yeah, the shape-shifting detective is so much fun. And I recommend you watch my playthrough, watch the playthrough of Steven and Mel on Steven Plays, because they have a great one, and then go ahead and play the game for yourself. It will always be different. Presumably. I think at one point you will have exhausted all of the dialogue options that the game has. But the chances of you having the same run as either Mel and Steven and I is slim, I would suspect. So go ahead, watch the series, play it for yourself. That is such a cool concept. And I'm honestly looking around and planning on playing another game in that kind of vein, because I think that would be fun, because there's more in the shape-shifting detective series. There it is, Let the Ink Splatter. This was like legitimately after I played the game for like the first 5 hours or so it really wasn't that long in. That's why I don't have my outfit yet, because I still needed to grind everything up for my outfit. So, that was a weird one. Bonnie's Bakery. Oh, Hellhunt was fun. But yeah, I just started it off. I did not really have a lot. So, but now I have my full setup, and actually currently working on like alternate setups, like some chillware and stuff like that. Just fun. I still play this game so much. I love it. Also, probably the most fun with a series that I had with my brother was during Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Something that also just recently stopped, more recently, but I just loved it. There's so much cuteness in it, mixed in with the cosmic horrors that is near the end of the game. This is such a great game, and definitely a high contender for me for my favorite game and series that I played this year. Like, honestly, that one has so much fun and memories with it. I sincerely loved it to bits. That's where we started it. It's still going on. That's 2 months ago now. But Castlevania, the Lords of Shadow. If you don't know Lords of Shadow, check it out. It's a fun, cool game with... I mean, the enemies that I hate the most are the skeletons so far. And the stage that I hate the most so far, because I'm playing it like trying to refresh everything, and I'm at a point where I barely remember what the heck's going on. But the stage that I hate the most is the music box. If you don't know what that means, the video is out already, I think, and I hated that. If it is not out, then trust me, it will be out in a moment. But I think it's out. We will see in a moment. And that's horrible. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will see it on the channel or check it out for yourself. Damn, that wasn't fun. Oh yeah, and we found out that I may or may not survive a horror movie because of some decisions that I may or may not make. What does that mean? Watch the video to find out. And there it is, the start of Final Fantasy, starting with a bang! That is such a good game. A little bit clunky and sometimes really difficult to find out where the heck you are in the world, because it's just a JPEG that they have the world map on, and they just overlay the character sprites on that, and it's really difficult sometimes to figure out where you can go. But honestly, I see why the people loved it so much, and at one point I want to go ahead and play the remake of it, but for right now we're playing the original one on the Switch and have some fun with that. But yeah, this was such a fun game, is such a fun game, because it's still going on. And 16 people have actually failed here because they did watch this video, which I clearly titled "Don't watch this video." What is wrong with you? Don't watch it! There's nothing good in there. I remember what's going on in there and it's not worth it. Do not watch that video! Here we see, at least in the thumbnail, the first instance of my Inkling, Cora, having her full outfit. I think. I don't know if the boots are ready. Her shoes are already what I want have her wear right now, but that is the first instance where she at least has all of the upper gear, which is really cool. The moment when I got all of the things for her outfit made me really happy. And now again I'm working on casual wear for her. Still trying to figure out how I want it to look, but I think I have a cute setup already. Everybody, don't drop that. Don't drop that detonator. If you don't know what that means, watch Pokemon Snap. And whenever you see me say that, there's a detonator there. It's a detonator, I know. Anyway, don't drop that. Oh my gosh, the set! Ali said! 99973. 13 views, and probably the people that watched it were just as confused as I am. And if you wanna be one of them, check it out. That was probably one of the wildest rides I could have taken, without ever finding out what the heck's actually going on. For a moment I thought that was God of War, which probably may have fooled a few other people as well. But it's not. It's Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Corebreaker, such a cool game, such a fun idea. Like, I would love to see this become bigger, because there's only like one stage so far, like one boss fight. And that's fun. It's a difficult game a little. It's more difficult than you would expect at the beginning, but it's so much fun. So definitely worth checking out, and I hope that it gets to be a full-fledged game, because I probably would have a lot of fun with that. Ah yeah. The moment when the drip was real. When I played during the Splatfest. Well, actually, this was one episode before the Splatfest, when my drip was just the most obnoxious thing ever, because I was grinding for some item chunks and I had just the wildest stuff going on. And then I kept kind of the drip for when the Splatfest was going on, because I was like, why not? And then we got smoked. Dr. Mario! If you wanna see my brother and I just completely suck at the game, check out Dr. Mario. Before we go on, there's fucking Decrypt. This was such a good and horrifying game, so if you have an hour and 10 minutes and 10 seconds to spare, go ahead and check out Decrypt. So good. I wish I would not know what the game is so that I can jump back into it and play it again. because that is such a good game. And had so much fun in hating the experience. Really, really well made. Oh yeah, the day I kinda messed up. Because in this game there I don't think was any audio, and I had my headphones on. And then I played the spooky house afterwards, which is not necessarily something you need to know, but my headset turns itself off if idle for too long, if there's no audio played. And since I played Optiso Cubes beforehand for 15 minutes, and then some time after, when I jumped into the spooky house, I forgot that my headphones were not active and thought the game doesn't have any audio. Can you guess how I messed this up? And here it is, the start of the calendar. I think I just watched that because I wanted to see if everything worked out with this one, how I wanted it to. Because that has a red bar. It's the only video I want to point out. And here it is, just a sleuth. I actually like how it's all just in like a stair formation there. That looks kind of cool. But there's a slew of videos that are of questionable quality, which is honestly what the calendar is about. You don't know what you're getting. Sometimes you get a banger, sometimes you get a... Did that need to be a thing? And that's basically how calendars work. You don't know what you have behind every door, but I have so much fun making all of these doors regardless. And I'm not gonna hover over any of these. I mean, technically you can check it out that way. But yeah, no, you go ahead and find out what's behind these doors. I'm not gonna open them for you. Oh yeah, a hell of a soup. Weird game. Venus looking for Jupiter was fun. Hell of a soup is kind of the game that's like a shopping trip on acid. That's what I would imagine that. And there we have it. Only 6 days ago, I saw my babies again. Slime Rancher 2. I love them. I love them to bits. They're my babies. I love them. That's all you need to know. I love my babies. They are amazing and I love them. High contender for my favorite game this year, just because I love my babies. But no, I think the most fun so far I have with Splatoon, the Metroid series with my brother, but definitely Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is, I think, my favorite game that I played together with my brother this year. And for me, by myself, I think honestly, it was Inscription. It was such a good game. And yeah, we have Bayonetta 3 right now, which is also a really good game so far. It has some really cool moments. But I think this will be a game that will stick out to me more next year. If I do this again, then this will probably stick out to me next year much more than it does this year, because I'm still at the beginning of it, so I can't really say too much about it. But Inscription is such a strong game for me for this year. As is Splatoon 3. Like, these are the games that really stick out to me. And if you wanna see my brother and I go through the trip that was our childhood, you need to watch Yoshi's Story, because that shit's wild. Okay, let's make a quick jump over into the shorts. Okay, something interesting with shorts is they don't tell you when they were uploaded. But since I have prep gone wrong here, I would suspect... Oh yeah, there's Meet Millie, so... Those have to be kind of still in last year, because we got Millie on the 25th of December, so her 1 year anniversary with us is coming up shortly. So that's something I'm excited about. But that means that all of these have to be last year, and I just would say either the Ultimate Banana Shake or starting from up here. That is when I started doing shorts for the channel more frequent, more. And then I started with the like food stuff, which is Monday on the channel now. I don't know if I made my shorts back then on Monday only. I kind of suspect by the way it looks that I make stuff either every Monday or Friday at this point. That's a cursed looking thumbnail. Oh yeah, that was perfect. But at one point I started doing like the 2 shorts format that I have right now with food on Monday and whatever the heck's going on Friday. And I think it might be around here-ish. Because taste test, short, food, something, food, something, food, something, food. Yeah, that might be around the time when I did my split between Monday has always something food related, like the food crime time or the Let's Try series. And Friday is just a creative outlet for like letting some steam off. Also, this was probably the funnest thing to do to get through anything, which I know now will not help a lot because there's debris in the way of the tunnel. That was while I was playing Neon Abyss. No, Everhood. I effed it up even at the end there. I looked it up, I'm gonna be totally frank there. But yeah, so that was when I started doing the food and other video stuff, which is fun. And at what point? These are all just tries here, and that is chicken nugget with chocolate cream. Yeah, that is when the food crime started. And then there's me trying dog food. So yeah, that is when food crime time actually started to kind of start, but not fully yet. Oh, a new slot for shorts. No, that is the moment when I did more things. I actually announced it at this point. Good me. Or did announce these, the best of the week. Maybe I announced the best of the week shorts? Which are honestly, I love doing those. They are so much fun. And honestly, at the moment, a little peek behind the curtains, I'm debating on whether or not I will do even more with my gaming content. Like give you shorts for all of the videos separately and then still do the highlights. The best of the week. Where I gonna take the short moments that were really something cool out of the video and make those still into the best of the week and give you a little bit of snippet of something interesting happening in the video for a separate short, like as a teaser or something like this. But I'm not 100% sure yet if I do that and if I do it how I want the videos to look. But that's something I'm debating about. Oh yeah, me planting my sweet potatoes. I did not really do more of that later on because at the beginning when I did that I was like, okay, I want to have sweet potatoes and I want to grow them for myself. And during that, I loved how the plant looked and I just kept them around. I did not plant them ever, I just had them in water and I kept them around and I loved them so much. And then they died during summer because of a heat stroke. And now we have a different plant there. Don't ask me what it's called because I can't translate it right now. But we have a different plant now, which makes me happy. But I'm still sad that the sweet potato died because of a heat stroke. The moment when we gave Millie recording doggo, actually I can say it right now, she's not here. That's why I actually started with recording doggo. Because I don't want to say her name constantly, so that she would be like, okay, you want something from me? That's why recording doggo came into play. But that is when we gave recording doggo different stuff to try, because seeing her reaction on stuff that she can eat and is allowed to eat is kind of hilarious sometimes, because the orange is kind of fun how she played with her, how apprehensive she was with the egg, and afterwards she only really ate the egg yolk, so not really the egg white. She likes the yolk more but not the white, which is kind of fun. But yeah, maybe we'll find more fun stuff that we can give her to try. But we always make sure that it's something that she is allowed to eat and that it's not something she gets all the time. She hasn't gotten an orange slice, I think, since that video, so... Oh yeah, and that was one of the food crimes that people really got riled up. The pasta with ketchup. It is something, okay? I tell you that. It is something. and the moment when I tried to encapsulate quarantine, which I think I kinda did okay, at least with how it felt for me. But yeah, the food crime times and the taste test and everything, a lot of people love these videos and or hate them, depending on how you see that. But there's just so much going on with these, and I kinda like how wild some of the reception for these is. With over 1,000 views for some, Doggo gets a lot of views sometimes. Oh yeah, and that weird thing that I'm just gonna scoot over and completely ignore, like, don't know what the heck you're talking about. Nothing ever happened during that time. And that one, it's not yet Christmas. I don't know, it has 2,000 views. I think that's my strongest viewed short. I don't know if people loved it or hated it, but it at least got seen a lot. I would love to know your reaction to all of that, but I don't. And then there's these stupid videos. The day videos, how I call them for myself. They are so fun for me to make, and it's so hilarious how sometimes seemingly aggressive people get with their reactions to some things. Also, I love that this one gets so many views. I don't know why, it's just another best of the week and people really love this one for some reason. And then Enemies to Lovers, the short that just came out, and it's fun. Where is it actually, the one that gets so much hate? Yeah, that, the 16th day with 1.3 thousand views. The 15th day is so much fun. It had some good comments. Also the 16th day, people for some odd reason took these too hard. I don't know why, it's hilarious to me. And these two were, this one especially, was so much fun to make for me. Because I was like, that is a statement, in an odd way, so let's do it. And I love it. But yeah, there's just, I love doing the shorts, I love making the best of the weeks, because going through the videos, finding out what one of my favorite moments or one of the funnest moments out of context would have been, is so much fun. Having all of the other videos that are just random bullshit, like it's not yet Christmas, or Millie running around in the snow because she's just freaking out over it. These videos I love making so much. And again, just why is there so much blank space here? I don't even know what's going on with that. Recording Doggo taking a snooze is also cute. Like, all of that is just fun, and my live streams that are just a few, which I want to do a bit more of live streaming on YouTube as well. Like, for every time when we're gonna be 9 years with Aaron the Black Dragon now soon. That's gonna be wild. Once we hit 10 years I need to figure something big out. Like, honestly. But yeah, I wanted to stream Legends Arceus a little bit more frequently on the channel. And Hades maybe. There's so much fun stuff that I did. Oh yeah, and I streamed my first 4 hours-ish of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on my birthday? That's also kind of fun. It wasn't actually the first 4 hours, was it? I think I started sometime inside of the game. Or did I? I can't recall. Anyway, that was fun. I can't wait to bring that to the channel, by the way. But I still have not 100% finished the game yet. Not like 100%ed, but I'm not done with it yet. Still need some time on that. But yeah, there was just, oh, Hollow Knight. It wasn't this year though, but Hollow Knight is so much fun. Maybe I should try that again, the Godmasters. That was a fun thing to try. Really incredibly difficult. And now I don't have the muscle memory anymore, so I probably just die trying that. But I should try again. Yeah, no, honestly, that was so much fun this year. And honestly, I love making these dumb videos and everything. And playing the games because there's just so much fun in all of that. Also, down there, check them out. Aaron on the Run, which I haven't done anything with. And my two brothers that also haven't done anything with their channels in years. And Lady Havoc, who is doing a lot with her channel, and I just really love her content. So there you go, Lady Havoc, you get a shout out from me this time. I usually give shout outs to big YouTubers that don't even need my shout outs. So let's give it to someone who is a smaller YouTuber and that I really fucking enjoy. Anyway, I think that's a good enough spot for me to end this here. I've been recording nearly an hour for this. A lot of ranting. Hope you enjoy it.